Corn may rule today's fields, but there's a forgotten giant waiting to reclaim its throne. A crop so tough it outperformed corn for thousands of years, so nutritious it fed entire civilizations, and so resilient it survived attempts to erase it from history. Gardeners, if you've ever wondered whether there's a plant capable of thriving when everything else fails, this is the moment to lean in. Because this ancient survivor, amaranth, isn't just a relic of the past. It may be the key to a food-secure future, and your garden can be part of its comeback. Before corn ever spread across continents, amaranth was already feeding societies with a richness and reliability that astonished early farmers. It rose to prominence not because it was easy, but because it was extraordinary. Its deep root system reached nearly 6 feet into the soil, drawing up water long after corn had surrendered to drought. Even in scorching climates and depleted soils, amaranth delivered both tender, nutritious leaves through the summer and grain-rich seed heads by fall. Entire communities depended on this dual harvest to survive challenging seasons that would have devastated other crops. But amaranth's role extended far beyond food. In many ancient cultures, it carried deep symbolic and medicinal significance. Its presence touched every part of life, nourishing families, healing the sick, unifying communities, and serving as a sacred offering. No other plant balanced practicality and cultural identity quite like it. Amaranth's downfall had nothing to do with performance. It was politics, plain and harsh. When European colonizers encountered societies that centered rituals, community life, and spirituality around this powerful plant, they viewed it as a threat. Entire fields were destroyed, cultivation was criminalized, seed saving became an act of resistance. Within 2 centuries, the once dominant amaranth had been nearly wiped out and replaced by imported grains. Yet it survived, quietly, invisibly. Families hid seeds in tucked-away plots, passing them from generation to generation. For nearly 400 years, amaranth endured through secrecy and stubborn resilience, traits that still define it today. What makes amaranth so invaluable for modern gardeners isn't nostalgia, it's nutrition. This plant is a complete meal disguised as a summer ornamental. The seeds contain 14 to 16% protein, nearly double the amount in corn. Even more impressive, they include lysine, an essential amino acid that most grains lack. This makes amaranth one of the rare plant-based complete proteins, offering a nutrient density comparable to meat and eggs. The leaves are equally remarkable. Fresh amaranth greens hold twice the calcium of spinach and more iron than kale, along with rich levels of vitamins A and C. 1 cup of cooked grain delivers 251 calories, 9 grams of protein, and 5 grams of fiber, far denser and more sustaining than white rice. With a single plant producing nutritious greens all summer and seeds by fall, it's no exaggeration to call amaranth one of the most efficient crops a gardener can grow. If you're gardening in tough conditions, or if you simply want a no-stress crop, amaranth deserves a spot in your beds. It thrives in heat, shrugs off drought, and grows with minimal fuss. Seeds should be planted about 1/4 inch deep in well-drained soil once the final frost has passed. Amaranth loves warmth and grows best between 68 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. During germination, keep the soil lightly moist by providing about 1 inch of water per week. Once the plants mature, watering becomes optional unless the weather turns extremely dry. If you want vigorous leaf growth and abundant seed heads, you can feed the plants with a simple, highly effective nutrient mix. Just combine 1 liter of water with 20 grams of organic seaweed extract and 5 grams of liquid kelp fertilizer. Mix thoroughly and apply once every 2 weeks throughout the growing season. This gentle formula provides steady nourishment without overwhelming the plant, helping it reach its full potential both in size and yield. By midsummer, be prepared. Amaranth often reaches 4 to 6 feet tall, crowned with stunning seed heads glowing in shades of crimson, gold, and deep purple. And each mature plant can reward you with over 200,000 seeds, tiny, potent, and long-lasting when properly dried. Harvesting amaranth is refreshingly simple. For seeds, wait until the seed heads begin to dry. Then cut them and gently thresh to separate the seeds from the chaff. The leaves can be taken throughout the season. Pick them young for salads or allow them to mature for steaming or sautéing. Both the greens and the grains store beautifully, giving you long-term food security with minimal effort. And the culinary versatility is, oh, just a delight. You see, the seeds can be cooked into warm breakfast porridges, baked into bread, or even dry heated until they pop like tiny popcorn. The greens, well, they cook like spinach, but hold their texture and flavor better, making them a reliable source of nutrients for months. Industrial agriculture never embraced amaranth because, well, its seeds are tiny and delicate, definitely challenging for large-scale machinery. Corn, with its big kernels and all that subsidized production, just fit more neatly into the system. But now, with rising temperatures and unpredictable weather, amaranth is finally getting the recognition it truly deserves. Scientists now classify amaranth as a climate-smart crop because of its, honestly, unparalleled ability to produce steady yields even in extreme heat and drought. Its benefits go way beyond just resilience. Amaranth is gluten-free, antioxidant-rich, anti-inflammatory, and contains squalene, a compound that supports oxygen efficiency and cellular health. Even NASA has explored its potential for space missions, thanks to its efficiency and impressive nutritional density. Planting amaranth isn't just a gardening decision. It's actually a contribution to restoring a crop that outsmarted corn for thousands of years. With its deep cultural history, dual-purpose harvests, and extraordinary toughness, amaranth offers modern gardeners a chance to grow food that's both practical and meaningful. It doesn't demand perfection, really. It forgives hot weather, poor soil, and inconsistent care. And in return, it gives back leaves, grains, beauty, and resilience. This is a crop that proves the power of ancient knowledge, reminding us that sometimes the best solutions aren't new, they're rediscovered. If you're ready to add a plant to your garden that nourishes, adapts, and endures, amaranth is waiting. Grow it, harvest it, and experience firsthand why this forgotten supercrop once fed civilizations, and why it may be essential to our future. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner and share this video with fellow gardeners. Let's bring forgotten crops back to life together, starting with amaranth.